smelly friends, how are you guys? Thank you again for joining me for a review and for watching my video. It means so much to me, so thank you so much for that. This one, as you can see, I'm doing a review on from the House of Matriarch. This one is Devotion, and if you guys like incense fragrances, this is a beauty. So getting on with this one came out to us in 2013. Perfume, of course, is our girl Christy Michelle, which, by the way, excellent person, just so generous, big heart, great personality. I just watched Carlos's video with her on it, and it was great to see her on that video, because you can really tell someone's personality just by a couple minutes, and just seems really just like a great, true, big-hearted person. So, Christy Michelle, thank you for bringing us such great perfumes. It's a great house. It's going to start getting, well, I know it's got a lot of attention already, but you're just going to keep growing and growing, because this is, you have some incredible fragrances, so thank you for that. Like I said, this one came out in 2013. Let's get in presentation real quick. This is your box. Nice presentation. I like it's of course these are embossed, so it's really nice, professionally done. It's not just a cardboard box with some stuff going on there, but it says Devotion here. Hopefully you're getting that in the camera. What's really nice about this one is she actually signed it. So I know she does this once in a while where she'll send out a couple signed boxes, and it was during the time that she was doing this, and I wanted to get a Devotion anyway, and this was the one that she signed and sent to me. So thank you for that. But there's your box, and of course your bottle. I love these bottles. I just think that bright, that deep blue color with the bronzy, the sticker on there is just excellent. There's also in the bottom, you have that like holograph kind of thing going on there. Of course, Devotion, if you can see that. The sprayers, just a nice normal spray, so nothing too crazy, but just perfect. With this one, I usually do 3 sprays, and that might be a little bit too much, but just 2 to the neck and 1 to the back of the neck. But there's your presentation for Devotion for House of Matriarch. Again, 2013 release. Notes: myrrh, incense, leather, oud, amber, ambrette, African Gaia, if I'm saying that right. Certain teas. There's vintage French apoponyx, exotic spices, and you have Hawaiian vanilla. Now, of course, this is a frankincense, incense, myrrh, fragrance. I'm not going to lie to you. It does kind of carry that throughout the fragrance, but it's not as strong as like interlude either with the incense. This one kind of dies down, and it just, after that first initial spray of that real cooling incense you get kind of to your nose. Incense is very cooling to your nose. It lasts about 5 to 10 minutes, and then what will happen, it kind of dies down. Then I get a lot of like smoky, woody nuances in there. You get it just, and also it's weird because it kind of wants to stay cool, but it kind of sweetens up a little bit. And right away, I kind of do get the kind of like this dry, spicy vanilla, where it's like a dusty kind of vanilla in there. But then it still has the incense base to it. So you're kind of getting that incense, but it does have these other little, these little notes that pop through there, and it really just, the blend is nice, and that's why it's kind of a easier fragrance to wear. I see this fragrance, like the incense burning. You walk into like a big, like beautiful cathedral. They have like a lot of the wood pews or whatever in there, so you kind of get some woodsiness. And then of course the incense that's when you walk in, you kind of get the incense that's floating in the air, and then just you just kind of get that. It's not all about like the church incense smell, but I can see it being in a really beautiful cathedral, and just something like that. Kind of, you get those woodsy, sweet woodsy spice notes in there, but still is a strong myrrh incense fragrance, if that makes any sense. So performance is kind of weird. It's strong at points, but then it kind of just settles, and you don't really kind of catch any, but then boom, it comes back, and there's a lot of that kind of going on. You know, we always talk about that with fragrances that do that, and this one really does that. Sometimes you're just, no, I'm not saying it's gone. I mean, for the most part, it's there, but sometimes you really think it gets close to the skin and you can't smell it, but then all of a sudden, boom, it's back at you, and it hits you hard. So performance is, you know, there's something that was said in Fragrantica where you know, the dry down hits after 24 hours. So, you know, I have worn this fragrance, and even after taking a shower, I do smell it still. So I know the performance is really well. The quality in this juice is there as well. But it's, you guys got to kind of judge for yourself on performance with this one, because it is kind of, I could see someone saying it does last 24 hours. I could see someone saying it lasts 8 to 10 or you know, 12 hours. So, you know, most of the day. But again, this scent is beautiful. Again, you know, Christy Michelle, great job with this one. If you guys are looking just for a nice, kind of like a spiritual, you know, just a nice, you know, if you just kind of just hanging out, you want to just relax a little bit, you know, I think it's just a beautiful scent for that. And also you can wear it, you know, like I said, it's a little bit easier to wear if you wanted to wear it out, you know, outside. And you know, I think it'd be great for like cooler weather, because it does kind of have that smoky woodsiness kind of going in there, and incense, of course. So definitely for the cooler months. And you know, like I said, I'm really loving this house. You know, there's so many more that I want to get. Also the new one from Joseph Sogna, and that's a new release. It's a limited release. I'm really anxious to get that. It's coming out in February, so guys, look for that. I think they're only making 50 bottles of that, so that's a pretty cool release. It's got, I believe, like a plum note, things like that. Also, I've learned on Carlos's, you know, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, I learned on that channel for that one, so I do have my order in for that fragrance as well, which is really cool, because I love guys from the fragrance community and women from the fragrance community, you know, doing a lot of, you know, because you guys review so well, and you know a lot about it, and if you can get a chance to get a great perfumer like Christy to do a fragrance for you, I think that's just amazing. So I'm really excited to smell that one. God, I can't think of the name. It's I can't think of the name, but there's a new release coming out. So but again, House of Matriarch, guys, thank you so much for bearing with my reviews. Again, kind of unedited, and you know, I just really love to give you guys my thoughts, kind of some quick reviews, and you know, thank you guys so much again for joining me for this one. And this is Devotion by Matriarch. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.